The year is 2025. A chill wind blows across the globe. It carries the stench of fear, the whispers of conflict. The world watches, holding its breath as tensions between superpowers reach a fever pitch. Old rivalries have resurfaced, fueled by mistrust and ambition. The threat of war, once a distant nightmare, now looms large. From the battlefields of Ukraine to the tense waters of the South China Sea, the stage is set for a global conflict. Military forces are on high alert, weapons are primed, the drums of war beat ever louder. Across the world, nations are arming themselves at an alarming rate. Military budgets swell, fueled by paranoia and aggression. Tanks rumble through once peaceful streets. Fighter jets scream across the skies, leaving trails of smoke and anxiety. China flexes its muscles in the South China Sea, asserting dominance. Russia continues its relentless assault on Ukraine, a stark reminder of peace's fragility. North Korea, with its finger on the nuclear trigger, adds volatility. The United States finds itself caught in a dangerous game of brinksmanship. The recent decision to station nuclear weapons in Poland has escalated tensions. The world watches with growing concern as the arms race accelerates. The world is a tinderbox, and there are numerous flashpoints where a single spark could ignite a global conflagration. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine remains a powder keg, with the potential to draw NATO into a direct confrontation with Russia. Putin's recent threats to treat captured Ukrainian troops as terrorists have sent shockwaves through the international community. His vow to target critical infrastructure raises the spectre of a wider European conflict. Meanwhile, tensions in the South China Sea continue to simmer. China's assertive actions have brought it into direct conflict with its neighbors and the United States. A miscalculation or provocation could easily spiral into a full-blown naval conflict. Kim Jong-un's relentless pursuit of nuclear weapons has made North Korea a threat to global security. These flashpoints are a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of global security. Section 4, A Scorched Earth, the devastating consequences of war. The horrors of the 20th century would pale in comparison to the destruction that modern warfare could unleash. Cities would be reduced to rubble. Millions, perhaps billions, would perish in the ensuing firestorm. The global economy would collapse, plunging the world into chaos and despair. The very fabric of civilization would be torn apart. The environmental impact of a global conflict would be catastrophic. Nuclear weapons would unleash a radioactive nightmare, poisoning the air, water, and soil for generations. Climate change would be accelerated, leading to rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and widespread famine. The world would be left a scarred and broken wasteland. Section 5, The Nuclear Abyss, an existential threat to humanity? The most terrifying aspect of the current global situation is the very real threat of nuclear war. The arsenals of the world's nuclear powers contain enough firepower to destroy human civilization many times over. The use of even a single nuclear weapon would have devastating consequences for the entire planet. The radioactive fallout would spread across the globe, poisoning the environment and causing widespread cancer and genetic mutations. The doomsday clock is closer to midnight than it has been in decades. Section 6, Conclusion, a plea for peace in a time of peril. We stand at a crossroads in human history. The path we choose in the coming days and weeks will determine the fate of our species. Will we succumb to our baser instincts, allowing fear and aggression to lead us down the path to war? Or will we rise above the challenges of our time, choosing dialogue and diplomacy over destruction and despair? The forces pushing us towards conflict are powerful and deeply entrenched. But hope is not yet lost. The human spirit, though often tested, is resilient and resourceful. Now is the time for leaders to step back from the brink, to choose dialogue over diatribe, diplomacy over destruction. Now is the time for citizens around the world to raise their voices in unison, demanding an end to the madness. Let us choose peace.